Hey, channel viewers, thank you for being with me. Really appreciate it. Ask you to subscribe, like, share, comment, and hit the notification bell for future uploads. And so today I'm getting started on this customer that two Cub Cadet 0 turns. Said he wants the engines running, and pretty much that's it. So we're gonna get digging in on this and find out what exactly is going on, and let him know, and he can decide what he wants to do. So first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to check the oil. I'll check the oil on both machines, air filter, that kind of stuff, just so that it's out of the way. And I know, yeah. So the oil is right up to the very top. It's not horribly dirty, but it's time for it to be changed. He knows that. This one, same thing, it's right up to the full. Definitely ready to be changed. Smells a bit like fuel. So, yeah. Check the air filter. Definitely needs replaced. It's pretty gnarly. Yeah, that's pretty bad. So I'll get that written down. Now this one here, it's hard to tell. You can see on the overhead valve, the cover, this is just absolutely caked with oil, whereas this one over here is really clean. So again, if he wants something with that done, you know, I'll look into it for him. Okay, so I've got the shield off the top of the engine here. As you can see, the plastic's gone. So what I'm looking at here is, on this machine, he had mentioned that the starter was not working. And it's hard to tell, but the actual Bendix is stuck up in the flywheel. So yeah, it's going to need, I'm going to have to replace or remove the starter and find out if there's something broken in it, or replace it, or, you know, whatever I have to do. And then, as you can see, This machine is just filthy. He's in a pretty dusty, dirty environment. And by the looks of the filters, he's probably got a lot of yuck in the carburetor at the very least. Hopefully it didn't make it into the cylinder. I apologize. I completely lost my train of thought. I don't even know what I was going to say. So moving on. Most likely carb clean and starter at the very least. So yeah, keep checking. All right, so I got the battery out. Got it up on the workbench with a trickle charger. He said he charged it, but yeah, I'm gonna make sure that it is charged. Make sure it even takes a charge. So down here at the starter, there's two 10mm bolts. One here, and then one right back here. And take those free and get that starter out of there. Okay, so I got the starter up and out of there. Just need to take the power cord off of it. So as you can see, that Bendix is all the way out. So yeah, I can take those two long screws. They go from here all the way down, and I can find out if this can be fixed up. I got the bolts out. I just need to get this off. So here's the brushes. Now, without having new ones here, I don't know if those are badly worn or not. They're not disconnected. They're not broken. Excuse me. Sorry about that. So, as far as I know, I should be able to put them back in. So I got it freed up. I just need to probably clean it. It seems to be pretty smooth. But I'll look at it. Okay, like I said, I got this freed up, and it seems to be perfectly fine. I think it was just badly maintained, you know, just kind of seized up. So I just lubed it a little bit. Made sure not to get anything down in the electronics. I just sprayed the shaft, and yeah, it seems to be just fine. So I'm going to put it back together. The coils seem to be all intact. from what I can see. So yeah, put it back together and see if it works again. Okay, friends, if you've never taken a starter apart and you have to deal with these 4 brushes that are spring loaded, you have to get them spread apart so that you can put it back over this copper. And like I said, they're spring loaded, each one of these. So what I did in order to do this was I took string, yarn, whatever, and I wrapped it around the wire and pulled it. That way I can keep tension on the spring, keeping the brush back. I did that all the way around, as you can see the string. And I did that so that I can keep them apart, put it back on, and then I can just take the string off and the brushes will be up against the round copper part there, and yeah, we'll be good to go. Put it back in the case and move on to the next issue. Okay, as far as the starter goes, I got it put back together. There is a, call it a clock, where you have to put the cap on properly in the right place. It's not that big a deal, but the Bendix here, the metal part that has the splines on it came free of the rubber here. So I'm hoping this will work. I super glued it back in, and then I just put a nut on the back side and pinched it in the vise so that it would hold the splines into the rubber. And so I'm gonna have to call it a night and let this dry up until tomorrow. So I'll be back with you. It'll be a second or two with you for you. All right. So as I tried to fix this, I'm hoping it'll hold, at least to try to, find out if it actually works. I super glued that back together. So now I'm gonna put it back on the starter and see what happens. Okay, so I got the starter back in, and I'm gonna hook it up to a battery and try to figure out how to start this. Okay, so nothing's happening. Okay, so starter's not working. And so I'm just gonna have to quote a new starter. Most likely a carb clean in order to get this one running. So now I need to work on this one and see what it's going to take. All right, so I got the jump pack on here, and I'll show you what this one does. It'll fire up, but it'll die instantly. So that's what that one does. So I'm guessing that's a carb issue. It's all gunked up. So yeah, I'll have to tear into that. So anyway, folks, before I get started on the other machine, I'm going to call it good on this one, finish up this video, and start on the other one. So for now, break time.